Hello friends, now I explain about function-oriented programming paradigm. Simply it is called FOP paradigm. This is very important. If you really master function-oriented programming, regardless of the programming language, 50% of your learning process is over. 50%. That's why, that is the importance of this. That actually, in order to enable you to understand it very easily, first I explain it from a real life angle, thereafter from a programming angle. If you do not know coding also, don't worry about that. First understand the concept and understand the function oriented mechanism. That is enough. Okay. Now, real world is a specialist oriented world. Why I call it as specialist oriented world? In order to have comfortable living, we engage several specialists in our life. Who are those specialists? Servant maid, driver, a teacher, a doctor, painter, carpenter, electrician, a welder, interior decorator, etc. Tens of specialists are there. In order to have comfortable living in real life, we engage one or more these specialists. Just for example, I show you. This is you. You want to get your house cleaned. Then what you do? You appoint a cleaner. Cleaner comes and he or she cleans the house. Thereafter, you want to get your house painted. Painter and cleaner. Here one point you have to understand. After painting, obviously house will become dirty. Then it should be cleaned. So two types of specialists are required. And the third time, you want to get your house shifted from one house to other house. Then what to do? Which specialist you appoint? Packer, lifter, mover. Packer. Actually, in order to shift house from one place to other, you need three types of specialists. One is packer, second one is lifter, third one is mover. Actually, all articles should be properly and professionally packed in order to avoid damage. So, those are packers. After packing is over, those should be carefully lifted from home to truck. Those are lifters. And after lifting, after putting all the articles in the truck moves from one place to other place. That is a mover. Actually, one very important point what you have to understand is, actually same set of people, half a dozen people are doing this. While they are doing packing, those are packers. While they are doing lifting, they are lifters. While they are transporting, those are transporters. That point you have to understand. They may be same set of people or different set of people. Just ignore that fact. Okay, to understand this concept. And one more big example, big real life example. You want to get your house constructed. Then which specialist you want? Architect, engineer, mason, transporter, plumber, painter, carpenter, interior decorator. Like the 10 plus specialists are required. How your house is constructed means, in this point of view, by collective contribution of 10 plus specialists, your house got constructed. By collective contribution of 3 types of specialists, your house got shifted from one house to other house. Collective contribution of 2 types of specialists, your house got painted and thereafter cleaned properly. Okay, this specialist model from real life. One thing and you understand, whatever may be the technical concept, programming concept, you first understand it from a real life angle. Then you can own it and you can explain it to others very easily. Here, whoever are the specialists, those are called functions in programming. From the programming, just a simple function I show you. Suppose square root, one function is there. Its name is this. Now you give any value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This much big value, if you have to calculate square root, how much time you have to spend, you understand. But within a fraction of second, it calculates and gives the result. Square root. The name is simplified name. Simply seeing that what it is doing, you are able to understand. Are you able to understand what he is doing? Do you able to understand what he is doing? Like this, program function names are like this. One more also I show you. Pow function. Pow means power. Suppose now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want to calculate this one. Then see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This you want to calculate. How much time you require to do this, you know that. But simply give it to a function, power function like this, you get that result. That is the impact of the functions. By that, using functions, you can develop programs very, very easily. Otherwise, if we have to calculate this type of things and all that, lot of time you have to waste, and there is a scope of committing error. That scope will not be there. By that, programming will be a fun. That you must believe my words. Now, let us see a programming example on function-oriented programming. By this example, you can have a clear idea about function orientation. Here, this is the main program. The main task of the program is calculating room areas. Two areas we have to calculate. One is floor area. Floor area formula is length into breadth. Four walls area. Four walls area formula is 2 into height into length plus breadth. Simply it is 2h into L plus B. That you know in schooling only learned. Now see, this is the main program. In the main program, two elements are there. First element is data. What is data? Regarding room, there are three data items: length, breadth and height. Simply we have written as LBH, just for understanding sake. Thereafter, two subtasks we have to perform. One is calculating floor area, second one is calculating four walls area. For this purpose, two functions we have defined. Whenever you write a name and write brackets beside it, then you have to understand it is a function. Okay. Now here, to perform the subtask, two functions we have defined. This is the main program, these are subprograms. Here you see, what is the first subprogram? Calculate floor area. A indicative name you have to give. In a simple way you can give calculate floor area. Beside that, this is calculate four walls area. This is another function. Now what we are doing here, it wants, in order to calculate this, what it wants? It wants length and breadth, L and B it requires. We pass it from this function call, it goes here. It goes here. This is the input for this function. Then it calculates that. That means what it does? It does process, and in turn it releases the output. It is called returning output. It takes input values as parameters and process it and releasing the output. That is floor area. Second one is, see, for this what are required? L, B, H. Three values are required. That's why through this function call, what we are passing? We are passing 3. Those are L, B, H. 3 are required. Now here formula is there. You take L, B, H, and according to this formula, it will process it. It will process it and return four walls area. This is the way. So whenever a main task is there, we have to identify what are the subtasks. In this there are two subtasks. One is calculating floor area, other one is calculating four walls area. That's why two functions we have defined, and we have given corresponding data to the two functions respectively, and in turn they calculate what you want. Okay. One very important point you have to understand is, here data is separate. In function oriented program, data is separate and the functions are separate. That's why we are passing. If both are one and same means, why should we pass? We need not pass. We are passing means this data part is separate, function part is separate. Whatever data is required for a particular function, that we have to explicitly pass. For this we have explicitly passed three values. Then those are passed here, and this is a subprogram. This is another subprogram. Then it will make the calculation and return the result. This is a function oriented model. If you have little, just for outline idea sake I have given to you, and once you write 2 or 3 function oriented program, you can have perfect command over that. Of course there are many variants in that, many elements you have to learn about that.